Everyone, my name is Pragati Gupta. Today my topic is explanation and description of history, measurement of tennis court, racket and ball along with scoring system in lawn tennis. So, we'll be talking about history of tennis first. Its origin of tennis. It was in 12th and 13th century in France where the ball struck with palm of the hand on the wall. Hence, the name Jeu de Paume, game of the palm. In this, the people used to hit the ball with the palm on the wall, so it was named as Game of the Palm. The old Latin and French name of the game was tennis or tennis. In the 16th century, rackets came into use and people started playing it in lawns and grounds, and the game began to be called as lawn tennis. The first reference of the game of tennis appeared in 1973 Sporting magazine, which was published from London. In 1920, it was called as tennis because it was no longer played only on grass court, it started also on mud court and hard courts. The first tennis club was in 1872, Leamington, Spain. First tennis court was made by Mary Ewing in 1874, Washington, America. First championship of tennis was played in America in 1880. Wimbledon Championship. It was first played in 1877. It was the world's oldest tennis tournament in London. Firstly, it was only for men's. And then for women's, the competition for women was started in Wimbledon Championship in 1884. International Tennis Federation, that is also known as ITF, was in 1913. Its headquarters is in London, England. All India Tennis Association, named as AITA, in 1920, its headquarters is in New Delhi. Asian Tennis Federation, named as ATF, its headquarters is in New Delhi, India. Women's Tennis Association, WTA, in 1973, Billie Jean King. Its headquarters is in St. Petersburg, Florida, United States. So, tennis included in the Olympics in 1986. It was dropped after the 1924 Summer Olympics due to the disputes between the International Lawn Tennis Federation and the International Olympic Committee over how to define amateur players. It was again included in Olympics in 1988 Seoul Olympics. Tennis included in the Asian Games in 1958 Tokyo, Japan. India has been part of the tennis in Olympics since 1924. In 1996, Leander Pace, India won its first medal in tennis at the Olympics. Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award. It was first given to Leander Pace in 1997, then to Sania Mirza in 2015. Arjun Award. Firstly, it was given in 1961 to Ramanathan Krishnan, then to Leander Pace in 1990, after that Mahesh Bhupati in 1995, then Sania Mirza in 2004. Dhyanchand Award. It was given to Zishan Ali in 1961. After that, we'll be talking about Grand Slams in the history. World's 4 most important annual tennis events. The first one is Australian Open, year's first tournament. It was played in 1905 in hard court. French Open. It was started in 1891 on the clay court in the month of May and June. It is usually played in the month of May and June. Wimbledon. It is started in 1877 in grass court. It is usually played in the month of July. US Open 1881 hard court. It is played in the month of August and September. After that, we'll be talking about tennis court measurements. So, in tennis court measurements, this line is called as single sideline. On this side also, single sideline. For doubles, it is the sideline for doubles. This is center service line. It is left service court, right service court, and right service court. The distance here to here is 13.5 feet. The distance between single sideline and double sideline is 4 feet 6 inches. Distance from single sideline to single stick, that is 3 feet, where the net is tight for singles, and for net post for doubles, it is the difference of 3 feet from the double sideline. There should be a 21 feet distance from back baseline and from 12 feet distance from the double sideline. Baseline is 4 inches wide, and center mark, here is a center mark. Center mark is the length should be 4 inches and the width should be 2 inches. Center service line is 2 inches wide. So if the single stick is in square, then it should be 3 inches. If it is in circle, then it should be 7.5 centimeter diameter. If the net post is square, then 6 into 6 inches should be there. If circle, then 15 centimeter diameter. The baseline for singles court is 27 feet, or we can say 8.23 meter. For doubles, it is 36 feet, that is 10.97 meter. The sideline for singles and doubles is 78 feet, that is 23.77 meter. Width of lanes. Width of lane should be 1 inches except this baseline, center service line, and the center mark. The net post and single stick shall not be more than 1 inches above from the cord. The cord on which the net is tied, the net post and the single stick should not be above 1 inches. That means it should not be above 1 inches. Roof height in indoor court. If it is played in indoor court, then the roof height should be 30 feet, that is 9.14 meter minimum. Now we'll be talking about net. In net, there should be a height of 3 feet from center and 3.5 feet from corners. That means if the net is tied here, in center it should be 3 feet and in corners it should be 3.5 feet. Length is 36 plus 6, that is 42 feet. That means 36 is still here, and 3 feet extra from this side and 3 feet extra from this side, that is in total 42 feet. Now talking about the mesh of the net. Mesh should be, there should be a 4.5 into 4.5 centimeter gaps, and strap, it should be maximum width of 2 inches. The strap, which is of white color, it should be maximum width of 2 inches. Cord on which the strap is there or on which the net is tied, it should be 0.8 centimeter. Now talking about the racket. The length of the racket, total length of the racket should not be more than 29 inches, that is 73.7 centimeter. Length of the head. This means length of the head should not be more than 15.5 inches, or we can say 39.4 centimeter. The width of the head, this one, not more than 12.5 inches, that is 31.7 centimeter. And the stringed area, total stringed area, should not be more than 11.5 inches or 20.2 centimeter. Now talking about the ball. The number of balls for play is 2, 3, 4 or 6. The type 1 is fast, type 2 is medium, type 3 is slow, type 4 is high altitude. That is 2000 feet high at sea level. Weight of the ball should be 56 gram to 59.40 grams. The diameter of the ball should be 6.54 to 6.86 centimeter. The scoring system in tennis is No point, that means love. First point is of 15, second is of 30, third point is of 40, fourth point is game. This total comprises of one game. Match is equal to set, and in one set there are 6 games. Man, for man it is for 5, and for woman it's 3. Now moving forward, if each player or team, player is for singles and team is for doubles because there are two players playing together. If each player team won 3 points, the score is deuce. After deuce, the score is advantage for the players team who wins the next point. That means if that same player team also wins the next point, that player team wins the games. If the opposing player team wins the next point, the score is again deuce. A player team needs to win 2 consecutive points immediately after deuce to win the game. There is another type of scoring system, that is tie break, in which one set is of 6 games. If score is equal 5-5 game, then it is a tie. Then 7-point game will be played. During the first tie-break game, points are scored as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on till 7. That's it. Thank you so much. If there is any query, please comment in comment section. Thank you so much.